guys, so we are on week 2 of our Mixed Media Monthly Challenge, and the idea behind this group is that we will, each month, we will just prepare a background. That will happen in the beginning of the month. You're just going to prepare a background page, any which way you want. It doesn't, well, that's not it, but it doesn't matter. But you're just going to have to prepare a background page and know that you're going to put stuff in on top of it. So this month, first we had leaves and dewdrops. So leaves and dewdrops, I had questions about leaves and dewdrops, so I thought I would just start with them. So last week I laid in leaves and dewdrops, and there's videos there, you can catch them on here. So this week, then how it will work from here on out is that I pull up in my computer, I just type in random noun search, and it will spit out a random noun for me. So I have committed that I will not change it, I will not manipulate it, I will just go with whatever that word is, and we'll have to just adjust. I think it's going to make us stretch artistically, it's going to make us investigate new ways and new techniques, and how are we going to capture that. So I think it's just fabulous and fun, and that random element, I think it truly you have to release control, you have to release you just have to have fun with it, you know, and I think in that place of fun and creativity is where the magic happens. Okay, so we got diamond this week. So this was my diamond, and I got that little dewdrop in there. So I'm going to do a diamond here, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lay down the foundation, and then I'm just going to, you'll just watch me do a speed draw. What I used to do my diamond were just color pencils over my wash, rulers, pens, and then I did use a white marker because there were some places where I wanted that diamond to really have that kapow, that white. That was just brilliant. So I did use a white marker to just really kind of bring that out. But it was too much against the pencil, so I would put it down and just have to dab it a little bit to tone it down a little bit so that it all flowed together. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking, is that a question I thought people might have is that how do you know how to plan? Because we don't know what's coming. We know that we've got 4 weeks of something coming. I can say on week 3 there'll be an activity that will have to be included in on it. So how do you know how to plan? How do you know where to put everything? You know, because you can't have everything all over here in this corner and then think it's just going to come out. But you don't know how big the next item is going to be. So what do you do? Okay, so one, nowhere in the challenge does it say you have to draw the whole item, right? So if your page starts to get really heavy and big, you can draw an aspect of it, a representation of whatever the noun is for that week, you know. Creativity, you're going to have to think it through and think of how to get it in there in a fun way. So I also want to teach you the golden means. And what the golden means is the masters thought of this. You know, they thought of everything. Like, they thought of perspective. Like, what kind of brains were the Renaissance men? Lord have mercy. So, okay, so the golden means is a means and a way to place items within your composition that will make sense and be visually appealing. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to draw, now listen, we know that I am the queen of impatience, right? So I should have a larger ruler that I can stretch from side to side, but you know me. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so here I'm just making an X through the middle of my spread. Okay, so if you were to put something right here, it would be smack dab in the middle. I don't know, but you know, but is that kind of boring? What if you kind of put it someplace else? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about this in terms of a half and a half, okay? So in this half, I've got 2 friends here, and they are opposite of each other. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from my corners. So I'm going to go from my corner, so it's this line's corner. I'm going to go to his opposite, to his friend down here. So I draw a line from the corner down to the opposite to make a right triangle. Okay, so that's one. So now again, I'm just going to switch it. I've got a corner. I'm always going to work out of my corners, a corner to his opposite friend up here. So I'm going to draw from the corner, and I'm going to make a right angle over here, ish, you know, ish. Okay, so I've got there. Now opposite, friend, the corner to his friend, right angle. Sorry, I have not had enough coffee this morning. There, and then from corner to opposite, right angle. Okay, so I have here, 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 and here. So in looking at where I'm going to place things, I kind of can know that I've got a stack sort of in this way, right? Do you understand what I'm saying there? Let me just clarify that a little bit more. What this means, these points here are where it is visually appealing for you to put something. So you can change the size, you know, it doesn't have to be really big or this complete focal point, you know, but you, in your head, you kind of know that as you're laying out a composition, this is sort of where you can place things, and it will draw the viewer in. It helps you plan because we have no idea what's coming. So in looking at my picture, these dots are kind of at the golden means. So here, I've also got my flowers that are sort of at the golden means. My diamond down here is not. He's kind of just hanging out down here in space, but it's sort of this whole area is becoming that dot. So I've got this here, I've got something up here. Now here, I still have this not represented, and I still have this not represented, right? You see that? I've still got a top and bottom. So here's the thing, is that if I'm going to use my gesso pot to trace from. If I look at where I'm going to place the next diamond, if we look at it together, if I put it, so on my golden means, let's go back and see. I've got one up here that I didn't put in yet, right? If I put a diamond right there, do you see how that's not going to look right? It's going to look heavy on this side. It's going to look, I just don't like it. It just doesn't work for me. If I put it over here, I'm very bottom heavy. I know that I have more. I have 2 more weeks coming in this challenge, and I could put more up here, but I don't know what that's going to look like. So I feel like every week that we come in and we have to do something, I've got to make it visually appealing for the week that I'm in. Otherwise, I think I'm going to get myself into a pickle. So I don't like it hanging out up there. I don't even like it sort of over there because that's not bad. It's not bad, but I really do kind of like it right up there. I think that gives a good balance. I'm still going to have to put something in these areas, or maybe not. You know, that's sort of that strong diagonal of the golden means. So I'm choosing to put another diamond that I'll draw with you guys. I'm choosing to put another diamond up there. So what I did was I just traced around my little gesso pot here, and I have this circle. I did not, you know, when I did the leaves, I really whited out those shapes because I did not want the colors of the background to come through. I really wanted it to be an opaque color. If I do that on my diamond, I'm killing the background that I want to show through. There are going to be places where I want that background to show through because the diamond reflects everything that is around it. So I don't want to kill it with, you know, that opaque. So all I did was take gesso. Let me show you the kind of how I put gesso water in my top here, and I'm just taking a little bit of gesso and having it really watery, really, really fluid, and where are you? And then let me try to do it this way. How can I get in there? So you see, it's not real thick, it's real thin, and I'm just going to kind of lay that in. I don't want to do it again because I already did it, so I don't want to kill that background. It helps me to gesso in very lightly the background because it's so many little geometric patterns that you're going to draw to get the diamond. It's just pattern upon pattern upon pattern upon triangle upon pattern. So it helps me to white out that space a little bit so that my eye can define where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to say this to you. As you're drawing your diamond, you're going to get to a point and you're going to say, this is ridiculous. It doesn't look like anything. Just keep going. Look, I pulled up a picture of a diamond on my computer. I did not pull up a picture of one that's drawn. I pulled up a regular, like, stock photo picture of a diamond and drew what I see. So when you're drawing, draw what you see. Don't draw what you think you see. Don't try to figure it out with your head. Let your eye tell your hand what to draw. So as I was about, like, right up to about here with, like, just this little bit done, I was looking at it and thinking, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. But I committed to the process, and I committed to believing that I was drawing what my eye was seeing. I stayed true to the goal and just kept drawing. And I think it does at the end wind up looking like a diamond. So keep going, don't give up, just keep going. This is not a hard thing to draw. It's tedious, it takes time, but it's not a hard thing to draw. You just have to really know that you're going to take your time. It's going to take a bit. Just commit to it. I used color pencils, so I just have different shades of blacks, whites, and then I just put a pop of the blue in. There's lots of blue in my background. I also put kind of just little pops of the pinks and stuff that are in my background, because again, that would reflect out of the diamond. So in my diamond, I've got some purples, I've got some pinks, just little bits though, like not a lot, just little triangles or squares were colored in with other colors. Let me pick that up so you can see. Hold on. So you can see here I've got some blue, there's some purple in here, there's some pink in here. So, and then here it just picked up what was already there. There's places where it's got the background colors kind of showing through a little bit. And I let that happen because that is exactly what would happen with a diamond. So, okay, what's going to happen now is that I am going to switch over to no talking, and you'll just watch me kind of lay out the diamond. Know that it is just geometric shapes upon geometric shapes. There's a square that comes in on a round diamond. From what I'm seeing on my computer, there's this square that comes in, and then it kind of goes out from there. So just sit back, enjoy, and commit to the process. It's a fun thing to draw. I had no idea. So, okay, we'll have fun. Bye.